Hey, what's up? I'm Kyle.
I'm Andrew.
Today we're going to talk to you about why you've been looking at supervillains wrong this entire time.
They always get such a bad rap.
And we're going to show you some examples of why supervillains are actually the heroes in these stories. So first off, we've got Dr. Otto Octavius from Spider-Man 2. Turns out, he's a family man. In this scene right here, you see him inviting Peter over for dinner. What a nice guy.
You need to sleep soundly tonight, Otto.
Did Edison sleep before he turned on the light? Did Marconi sleep before he turned on the radio? Did Beethoven sleep before he wrote the Fifth?
Did Bernoulli sleep before he found the curves of quickest descent?
Oh, Rosie, I love this boy.
Next, what was Octavius trying to do this entire time? His main goal? He was just trying to make a reactor for the city. He wanted to power the city in a manner that would benefit everyone, really. How is that such a bad thing?
Well, I understand you use harmonics of atomic frequencies.
Sympathetic frequencies.
Harmonic reinforcement?
Go on.
An exponential increase in energy output.
A huge amount of energy. Like a perpetual sun providing renewable power for the whole world.
Finally, what is the first rule about being a pirate? Do you know, Andrew? Anyone? Anyone? A good captain always goes down with his ship. And that is exactly what Dr. Octavius did. When Spider-Man threw his machine in the lake, what did Doc Ock do? He went down with his ship. What a great guy.
So Magneto, the guy that everybody remembers for his magnetism powers. Everybody thinks he's such a bad guy, but as you see in this clip, he stopped all these missiles from hitting this entire group of people. He saved their lives. Without him, they'd have all just been blown up.
I'm going!
Not only did Magneto save all these people, he tried to save the leader of the free world. When President Kennedy was assassinated, Magneto was there. Now, I know what you might think, he's called a supervillain. So you think that he was the one that shot him, but no, he was trying to curve the bullet out of the way. Kennedy was a good friend of Magneto's, and he did his best. He really tried.
I didn't kill the president.
The bullet curved, Eric.
Because I was trying to save him. They took me out before I could.
Why would you try and save him?
Because he was one of us.
The last villain we're going to discuss today is the Joker from The Dark Knight. In the very first scene of the movie, you can see a whole line of bank robbers pulling off this plan to rob a bank. And who do you think we're going to call to stop them? None other than the Joker. One by one, the Joker devises this plan for every single robber to be shot in the head.
No!
And the last one to pull off the shooting, oh, look, who is that? Who is it? Wow! It's the Joker.
And he's wearing his wonderful clown makeup. He takes time out of every single day to put on this makeup just to make children smile. If you're really serious about something, just look at him, and you won't be so serious. You'll just have to ask yourself, why so serious?
When discussing this topic, it's also important to take into account the heroes and all the horrible things that they do during these movies. Let's go back to Spider-Man for a second. You can see in Spider-Man 2 that Spider-Man destroys all of Doc Ock's life's work, pulling the plug on every operation, eventually throwing his entire life's work into the river. Even worse, Spider-Man is seen in this clip blatantly stealing a piece of pizza from a hungry man, wholeheartedly. What an awful thing to do. That man must be starving.
Yeah, pizza. So, since we've talked about Magneto, we can't talk about him without talking about his nemesis, Professor X. Y'all may know Professor X as the guy that runs the mutant school and is pro-mutant rights and all that. But what you don't know is he has a much darker side too. He's tried to murder the entire human population before. In this clip, you see how Professor X reversed the polarity of his cerebral machine, which he normally uses to track down mutants harmlessly, to focus on humans. Once he did that, he used his mind control powers to try to kill the entire human population. Professor X is the supposed hero?
Sounds like an awful man to me.
Yeah.
The next hero on our list is Batman, also in The Dark Knight. He's shown with his awful temper, beating down on the poor Joker. A man, like we said, wearing clown makeup just so he can make people smile. An awful thing to do. Where are they? Even though Batman beats the hell out of Joker, abusing him like crazy, Joker still tells Batman the locations of Harvey Dent and Rachel Dawes. They're both strapped to bombs, and they're both gonna die. Now, what do you think Batman does? The police go, and they ask him, "Which one you going after?" And he says, "Rachel." Now, I don't know if they didn't understand him because he has some throat condition, or if he wanted Rachel to blow up. He did not go after Rachel, he went after Harvey Dent. And this is what happens to Rachel. Now you may be thinking, well, he did save Harvey Dent. Take a look at what he did while saving him, dragging him through gasoline as half of his face gets blown off by the fire. Sounds like an awful man to me.